Hello and welcome to my channel, GreenHeartSage. My name is Bella and I'm so thankful that you are here. I will be reading from the book Power Through Metaphysics by Conny Mendez, and I will be sharing my thoughts on the topic as well. Before I continue, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more content on metaphysics, enlightenment, healing, and spiritual growth. Now I invite you to find a comfortable spot, take a deep breath, close your eyes, open your mind, and allow your heart to receive these words of love and light. Book 1, Metaphysics For Everyone, page 23, The Infallible Formula. We have found that the human mind is a storehouse of accumulated opinions, concepts, and convictions, many of which are contrary to truth and in conflict with the basic principles of creation. It is these erroneous thoughts which manifest themselves as sufferings and problems that afflict us. Sufferings and problems such as sickness, accidents, pain, disharmony, even death. None of these misconceptions fits within the boundaries of truth. There are ways to erase these false beliefs and replace them with truths, which will not only produce the happy and positive conditions we desire, but will prevent the return of those negative influences. With the establishment of truth in our subconscious minds, the order has been changed, the magnet reversed, and it becomes impossible to attract negative factors which no longer produce any response from us. The infallible formula is simply this: whenever something undesirable happens to you, you fall ill, you have an accident, are robbed, or you're offended or emotionally hurt by someone, you have been the cause of hurt to another, you find yourself hating another, you have pangs of too much love or jealousy, or love misdirected, or any of the infinite list of misfortunes that can befall a human being happens to you. That is when you must seek and know the truth. Jesus Christ, the greatest metaphysical master, said, "Ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free." Book of John, chapter 8, verse 32. What is truth? Simply, it is perfect harmony. And what is happening to you is not born of harmony. Just as goodness, freedom, health, wisdom, love, joy, then it is not truth. It acts in contradiction to the supreme harmony. Therefore, it is a lie. Your higher self is a perfect being. It always has been. It cannot become ill. It is life. Because it is life, it cannot die. It cannot age, suffer, fear, nor sin. It is unchanging. It is beautiful. It is love, intelligence, wisdom, and joy. In this, you have the truth. Your truth and mine. The truth of every human being at this moment and for all time. That isn't to say that every human being is God. No more than a single drop of water is the ocean. But that drop is part of the ocean, and it contains within itself all that is the ocean. From a molecule's viewpoint, that droplet is oceanic in dimension. It has been stated that whatever you project, whatever is happening to you, whatever you are doing or suffering that goes against perfect harmony, is due to an erroneous belief within you, which is manifesting itself outside of you because of your own reflex. This has nothing to do with your essence, your superior being. This is unchangeable, and its conditions and circumstances are at all times perfect. And so, when faced by adverse circumstances, such as those mentioned a few paragraphs ago, keep in mind what I have said and apply the truth. Simply by saying, mentally or out loud, I do not accept it. Say it firmly, but with infinite gentleness. Mental efforts do not need physical force, neither thought nor soul have, or require, muscles. Their strength derives from spiritual forces. So, when you say, I do not accept it, do so as though you were saying, I don't want this, calmly, yet with complete conviction and firmness, without shouting, violence, or display. Remember, you are making a statement. After having made your statement, remember that your higher self, that superior being, together with all its conditions, is perfect. Now say, I declare the truth of this problem to be harmony, love, intelligence, justice, abundance, life, health, or any and all positive qualities which oppose the negative condition in which you find yourself. And then complete the statement by saying, thank you, Father, for I know you have heard me. At this point, there is no need for you to believe what you are listening to in this case. You must only believe what you say, that you will not accept the situation, that it is contrary to harmony, that harmony will be restored. If you believe and apply these thoughts, you will soon come to believe in their power. In the language of metaphysics, this is called a treatment. And for it to be effective, a positive attitude must be maintained. This continuing positive reinforcement is what builds a new reflex to replace the negative one which brought about unwanted circumstances. Belief begins with hope, not with doubt. Therefore, you cannot doubt the efficacy of this treatment, nor can you express the previous concepts, opinions, and beliefs which led to the unpleasant situation in the first place. Such words would only nullify the positive effect. St. Paul said, but ye be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 2. This is the purpose of the treatment, transforming the mental pattern that has been dominating the subconscious, the mental climate that has created the negative environment in which you have been living. This total transformation comes with the changing of each old, unharmonious belief as it arises in life or in the conscience, changing, renewing such beliefs to conform with the truth. Metaphysically expressed, those convictions which have become most deeply embedded are called crystallizations. While these require much more effort to erase every denial or disharmony, an affirmation of truth erodes away at the false concepts until we are left with nothing but the truth. And with the establishment of truth, you will discover miracles in every aspect of your life. What you see as defects within yourself are only illusions. Once you know the truth, the perfection of the higher self, the illusion of these flaws will fade and disappear, and you will be made again in your perfect form, the true self, your personal Christ, the image of the Father in which you were made. Any student of Christian metaphysics will confirm this. Never forget this great truth. Practice it from this moment on. The longer you act upon it, the greater the results you will see in your personal evolution and toward perfect harmony. Remember that you are as unique as your fingerprints. You are one of a kind, created to fulfill a purpose no one else can achieve. It has taken many thousands of years of evolution to produce the you that exists today. God's work, or God's works, are infinite, and you and I are but true expressions of His creation. You must remember, too, that your Christ is wisdom itself. He is God's highest expression of love for itself. He is God's highest expression of love for man, and He has been waiting these many centuries for you to recognize Him. Now the moment of recognition has arrived. Talk to Him, consult Him, wait for His answer. Once you have come to understand and accept that He is your supreme guide and teacher, you will witness His rebirth. Christ is the Messiah, and His coming is prophesied for this era. This isn't to say that He will dwell among us in the flesh, as many believe, but that we can all find Him once again in our hearts and minds, which are His kingdom. This is why He was called Christ, the Greek word for Messiah or anointed king in Hebrew. Thank you. It took me a while to do this recording for many reasons, but mainly I just couldn't get through it. I couldn't get through this one topic. It's only from page 23 through page 26. So those 3 pages, or 3.5 pages, were all I needed to record, and yet I couldn't. And I had to take a time out for a moment and really dig in and find out why I couldn't get through it. And emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, I was not practicing this infallible formula myself. And I think that's one of the beautiful things that I have experienced with this book, that, I'll randomly open it to one page and it's exactly what I needed to hear. And also, I've experienced difficulty in getting through a particular subject, and it's simply because I am not ready for it, or I need to practice it. So this infallible formula, it has no magic. It's not magical. It's not something that is a quick fix. It is a way to change the way we think, especially if we are vibrating in a low manner, if our vibration is rooted in a low vibration, and I'm using that in replacement to negativity. So instead of negativity and positivity, I would say low vibration and high vibration. And what it's explaining here is that if we are constantly speaking from a place of low vibration, whether it be gossip or intrigues and using words that are not high vibrationally, or if we are constantly looking at the worst or feeling low vibrational emotions and feelings and dwelling in them, then when we think of something unpleasant, of something we really don't want in our life, but we're thinking that that could happen, then because we're already vibrating in that low manner, we are going to easily attract those negative or low vibrational events. However, if we simply say, I do not accept it, I declare the truth of this situation to be love. And I thank you, Father, for I know you have heard me. And we believe the words that we're uttering. Then we will start seeing our life change before our own eyes. And I can say this as a testimony, and anyone that knows me can tell you. I don't have a magic wand. I don't believe that there is one out there in this world. But I do believe that words have power. We are the words that we use. If we are constantly using words as a weapon, or for destruction, or for hurting, or for pain, then we will continue to attract that very same experience. But if we make a conscious decision to say, no, I do not accept it, and we start using our words to heal, to enlighten, to help, to grow, to forgive, and then we will see a beautiful change, and our heart's desires will be gifted to us. So I'll give you an example, because I know that sometimes it's like, well, yeah, that sounds very beautiful, but how do you actually do it? How do you actually put this into practice? So I have to go back to the same experience that I've been sharing in my previous recordings, which is last year was tough. And I was faced with this challenge, and I didn't know what I was going to do. And I started trying to figure it out on my own. My ego and me thought we are the ones in control. I'm the one that's going to have to figure this out. I need to do this. And at one point, I even felt bitter because no one was helping me. No one was coming to my rescue. None of the people in my life were saying or doing anything that I expected them to do. And in turn, I started getting very sad, very angry, very anxious. And I was sobbing one day, because it wasn't just crying, it was sobbing. And I said, God, I'm sorry I haven't prayed. I am sorry, and please forgive me for not coming to you first. I have tried to do everything on my own for the past couple of months. I have tried to figure this out, and I don't know how I am going to overcome this hurdle. And so, I do not accept this. I declare the truth of this situation to be harmony, love, prosperity, abundance, and peace. And I thank you, Father, for I know you have heard me. Well, at least those are the words that I wish I would have uttered. Because I didn't, but I did pray. And I did give my problem to God. And I did see the return of my investment in Him. I did see the problem get resolved before my own eyes. And I did find angels. I did see them that came to my rescue. The people that He sent to me. And so, it is important to keep ourselves open. And it's not a matter of, hey God, here I am with this problem, now fix it. That sounds like ego. We really have to go into the Spirit. We really have to take that moment to communicate and commune with God, with our higher self. And as the book says here, right, remember that you are as unique as your fingerprints. You are one of a kind, created to fulfill a purpose no one else can achieve. You know, we all have a purpose here. We all have, there's a rhyme and a reason for the experiences that we have. Whether it's for healing, whether it's for learning, for growth, right? Because when we learn, we grow. And so, sometimes we may experience things and we may expect them to get resolved when we think we need that to happen. But it's going to happen in perfect time. The point is to have faith. No fear, but faith. And where there's fear, there's no faith. And so, again, I leave you with these beautiful words from this amazing book that in many ways has changed my life. And it is that when you are confronted with something, a place, a person, a situation, a thing that is contrary to harmony, you can simply say with your mind's eye, I do not accept this. And just take that moment and take a deep breath. And release the tension And then with conviction say, I declare the truth of this situation to be harmony, or whatever fits at that moment. And then thank God. Thank you, Father, for I know you have heard me, because He has. Thank you so much for staying with me all this way, for listening to my thoughts on the topic, for being here, and for allowing me to hold this space for you. Thank you.